What's up, Discoverers?
And Wanderers! Welcome to New York!
For today's video, mag-iikot-ikot tayo dito sa Times Square. I heard there are a lot of fun things to do around here. Pero may mga naririnig din ako na mga tourist traps. So, titignan natin how real it is. Let's go!
1, 2, 3, 4!
Times Square is a fantastic place that you can't miss when you visit New York City. And since it's so popular, it draws about 50 million tourists annually. And one of those 50 million tourists is this guy. And while wandering around Times Square, we discovered that it also has its downside. We encountered a lot of scammers around the area. And the first ones we encountered was this type of characters. Sila yung pinakamadami dito, Wanderers. Yung technique nila is they will approach you, have a little chat with you, and then ask you if you want to take a photo with them. And most of the time, iisipin mo that it's free. And after taking that photo, they will ask a certain amount of tip from you. Well, it's not that bad of a deal naman if you really want a photo with them, especially when you're with your kids kasi cute naman talaga yung mga characters. We suggest that if you really want to take a picture with them, agree on a certain amount of tip before taking that photo or ask them if they are charging for a photo and how much. Well, actually, most of the New Yorkers and even the tourists don't classify this as a scam. Meaning that you know what you're getting into. Want a photo with a mascot? Syempre they'd expect that you know that you have to give them a tip afterwards. And if you're gonna ask me and Nico, we'll let you guys decide. What do you think, Wanderers? Is it a scam or just plain old good business? And after our encounter with the mascots, nagpatuloy lang kami sa pag-wander off around Times Square. At yung sumunod na na-encounter namin were these people. These wanderers are the fake monks. Dalawa sila na nag-iikot-ikot dito sa Times Square. What they do is they will approach you and show you a photo of a temple, saying that it is being built in Chinatown, then ask for your donation for the construction of that certain temple. Huwag kayong maniniwala, Wanderers. Usually, yung mga pinapakita nilang mga temple sa inyo, it's either it's non-existent or naitayo na talaga. And another way of getting money from you is that they will show you an amulet. They will hand it to you saying that it cleanses the soul or parang mga anting-anting, then charge you for it. They won't stop until you give them a certain amount of money. We suggest, Wanderers, that if ever you will encounter these characters, just politely say no and walk away. And after that not-so-religious experience, nagpatuloy lang kami sa paglakad-lakad dito sa Times Square. The next one that we will discuss with you guys was the scam that even Nico and I almost fell for. Seeing a show in New York kasi is included in our bucket list, Wanderers. At muntik na talaga kaming mapabili ng mga fake tickets dito. What they do is that they would approach you, offer you cheap tickets at minsan free pa. They will also tell you na may mga sikat na personalities na magpa-perform sa show na yon. which is most of the time hindi talaga totoo. And according to our research, some of the free ticket shows will require you to buy expensive cocktails and drinks during the show. And most of the time, the shows that they offer is really not that good. So we suggest if you really want to see a show, go here at the TKTS that is located in the middle of Times Square or sa mga box office ng Broadway theaters to buy your ticket. Do your research, wanderers, and book in advance para mas makatipid and to make sure na legit yung mga tickets na makukuha nyo. Buti na lang talaga we did a little bit of research before purchasing one. Oo nga pala, wanderers, abangan niyo yung Broadway musical na pinanood namin. We will give you tips on how to buy discounted Broadway tickets and where to buy them. And the next one is, in my opinion, the worst of all scams. They are the most aggressive scammers dito sa Times Square, wanderers. These wanderers are the CD guys. So what they do is they will offer their hand to you for a handshake, tapos tatanungin nila yung pangalan mo. Then isusulat nila yun dun sa CD. And after that, they will hand it over to you and ask you for money. They will tell you pa nga that they are an upcoming artist, which is of course not true. And the CD that they hand over to people is 99% of the time blank CDs. Kaya wanderers, if ever you will encounter them around Times Square, we suggest that you just ignore them and walk away.
Number 5 on the list are these street performers. Don't get us wrong. Sobrang galing nila and maganda naman yung performance nila. But what comes after their performance feels really like a scam. Kukuha sila ng volunteers, then ask for some tips with a suggested minimum price of $20. And if hindi sila satisfied sa binigay mo, they will humiliate you in front of the crowd. Just watch this.
$20 will save it. $50 to $100 you can leave and never come back. $1,000 you can take me home. We're gonna start with you. Step up. Where you from, buddy? Put your hands up. Side back. Get to the back. You're gonna die. Yeah, right there. You got these guys too? Oh, make it good. He's going in. He's going in. Don't move, sweetie. I see you. He's going in. Okay, get to the back. I'm trying to get this jump, guys. Make some noise. Get over here. You're safe. Rich guys in first class. Don't move, buddy. You, step up.
So beware of the street performers.
And before we end this, special mention nga pala to this guy. This wanderers is the famous naked cowboy of Times Square. He is not a scammer, wanderers, ha? He is a licensed entertainer and a smart businessman that earns about $150,000 a year. And he has an article from Money Magazine to show for it. And after a whole day filled with unique encounters with different types of people here in Times Square, we headed back na to our hotel. Medyo nakakapagod pala yung buong araw kang mag-say no politely at mag-walk away. But still, a fun day of discovering and wandering around here in Times Square. And that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching.
And kung nag-enjoy kayo,
Please do subscribe to our channel
give us a thumbs up
and hit that bell for more of our adventures
and misadventures as we discover
and wonder New York City!